This is an excellent question. It's an important question, and it's an ancient question. It has come up in every religious context, not just the New Age, but every tradition since forever, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years. And the reason for that is because religious teachers, shamans, gurus, all of them, as it turns out, are human. And they are going to make mistakes, and they are going to screw up, and perhaps even behave wildly unethically and do things that are harmful and even illegal. And in fact, the likelihood of a teacher doing something like that is related to how high they deem to place themselves above others. If they claim some absolute authority, enlightenment, and so on, they are almost guaranteed to do something horrible because of the maxim that power corrupts. On the other hand, there seem to be teachings or truths which are more or less eternal or certainly very long-lasting, and equally true whether they're delivered by a charlatan or a genuine spiritual teacher or a random person on the street. Therein lies the tension between teacher and teachings, which again is as old as the hills, and it persists because there is no easy answer. In general, when one is a member of a religious tradition or a group and learns about or experiences firsthand some kind of abuse or misbehavior, then one is confronted with three choices: denial, defection, or deflection. In the first instance, the person's cognitive dissonance is so high that they just cannot accept the fact that the misbehavior or the abuse is happening. They say, no, not my guru, I know my teacher, it's just a lie, it's a set of lies designed to bring this person down, it just can't possibly be true. This response, of course, is less than ideal. It is likely to continue the cycle and perhaps lead to the further abuse of other students. On the other end of the spectrum is defection, where somebody learns about the abuse or experiences it, believes the person who is being victimized and says, yep, okay, that's it, I'm done. Then there is the middle ground, the third option, deflection, which of course is the most common, wherein somebody says, well, I kind of believe those stories, maybe there's some exaggeration going on, maybe it's not as bad as all of that, I'll wait for some judgment from some higher place, maybe a court of law or something, before I make any kind of actual decision. Deflection is an understandable response to allegations of wrongdoing or abuse, but unfortunately it ends up continuing the dynamic and basically playing the same role that denial does. A related phenomenon is something that cult scholar Matthew Rimsky calls I got mineism, which is the response whereby somebody ignores those allegations and says, well, the teachings work for me, that teacher works for me, I've never had any bad experience with them, so they seem completely legit. All of which is to say that one's response to the wrongdoings or misdeeds of one's teachers is a deeply personal affair. There is no necessarily right or wrong answer. Of course, as somebody who strives to be an ally, I would certainly recommend defection in the case where there's allegations of abuse, to basically believe the person who is making the accusations. Which again leaves the question, well, what about the teachings? I've learned so much from this teacher. Well, those teachings, if they are beneficial and if they are true, no one can take them away from you. You have had that experience is part of you. Those experiences of community, of connection, of joy, transcendence, all of that are yours to keep forever. My own humble recommendation is to not elevate either teachings or teacher. Take everything with a grain of salt and understand that every teacher is fallible and is capable and, if not even likely, of screwing up at some point.